Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's episode. So, let's talk about welding rigs and the two that I have. So, as y'all can tell, this one's a Ford extendo cab with the welding bed set up on it. Let's show y'all. Let's give y'all a tour. So, this one's here is a 2019 F350. Super single swapped in the front. Obviously, in the back, we got the dually stance like usual. If y'all don't know this truck, it was never a dually, but it was a 350 that got dually swapped. So we swapped it over to a dually. And then because we were indecisive, you know, king shot or king coilovers with Fox shocks all around, because that's how you know you're indecisive and you want the best of both worlds. Anyways, enough about the truck. Y'all are really here for this. So welding bed setups. Why do people set up their welding trucks like this rather than setting them up on the back of a pickup, like in the back of the bed? Let me explain. So everything y'all see here is for convenience. To start, we have to go to the front. All right, so here the truck has a 3.5-inch lift on it, and as y'all can tell, it's lifted on all around, but the bed on the back is sat lower to the tires, so the spacing from here is not as big as the front, whereas on a regular bed that spacing would go up to the same height as the front would. So the reason for this setup is you build the bed around your truck, and then that way you can drop your welder, your oxygen, your acetylene, and everything you want to put on it, from toolboxes for your stuff, all your equipment you're going to need, to a Hoosier pole, to your tow hitch and all that. You build the bed around however you want, or you can buy it, because a lot of people now are making welding bed setups that you don't have to even build. You can just go buy them rather than building it yourself. This one obviously built myself, but it's on the Ford now. It used to be for a Dodge. But yeah, the reason for this is up here. You'd carry your cooler, whatever you need for your drinks. You can put another oxygen bottle up top. I left this one without it. Didn't feel like I needed a second one. I mean, it's convenient to have two, because normally you run 2 oxygens per 1 acetylene. But I just left it as 1 because I don't use it as much as I should. Plus, there's a second rig. And then under here, you know, spacing for your mud board and your pipe jacks and everything else you're going to need. Obviously the welder, SA200 red face. Then just your typical big rig lights on the back. Convenience, you know, toolboxes, propane bottle stack right here, or propane bottle holder. Now what do I mean by convenience? So notice how I'm 5'5". Here's the height of the truck. We're about halfway. Everything here, I can reach the middle of this just fine. Convenience. I don't have to hop over it. If I open these toolboxes or anything, I can reach in here, grab whatever I need out, which I have them locked at the moment, so I can't open them. That's why they're closed. Well, I can open this one, but this one ain't got nothing in it because the box isn't built yet. But yeah, spacing over there for some torch heads, and then we'll finish out the box right here. That way it can cover this up. Gotta love that Sinister diesel blue though. Now y'all might be wondering, like, 4-door, extendo cab, or single cab. Me, I like the extendo cab. I think Ford's the only one that makes extended cabs nowadays. But why did I pick this over a 4-door or a single cab? 1, convenience. I didn't need the 4 doors on this one because I already got a 4-door truck. 2, the shorter wheelbase allows to do quicker turns in and out of wherever I'm weaving in and out of. So, especially with the super singles up front. Even though she's got the super singles, the turning radius is still good because of the lift kit. And again, everything here is convenient. With this setup, it's all about convenience. You build it to however you want, and you set it up the way you want. From toolboxes to everything else in the truck, however you want to do it. Now, let's get into the other one and show y'all the difference on this one versus my other welding rig. So, let's get into it. Alright, we're back. Now then, on to this one. So this is welding rig number 2, obviously. This one, still reach some of the things. You can't reach everything down there. Another SA200, but still need to make the skid on this one so we can put all the bottles back here and then have everything set up. But this is the other setup y'all could do. Now then, in theory, this is a little bit easier to do. It doesn't cost as much to set it up as you would the other one. And also, this truck has the 4 doors, and everything I need as far as cables, welding hoods, and all that is kept in here. Welding gloves, you know, your typical stuff that you need. But obviously with this setup, you do have to cut into the bed depending on how wide your welder is. This one obviously you have to cut out for the front, for the armature to sit in, and a little bit back here just so she can slide in right there. Obviously this is a short bed, not a long bed like the Ford. As y'all can tell, we had to notch out the inner fender for the dually. That way it can sit right and be all the way across the back of the truck, closer to the window, versus it being like this, parallel with the truck. But yeah, a little bit cheaper to build something like this versus having the custom bed and taking time to build it. This is easy. This will get you by. I mean, plus it's a little bit more daily drivable because, as you can tell, we also got the tow hitch, the fifth wheel, or the turnover ball, and then you still can use some of the bed space depending on if you can remove your skid or not, which this one, the one I'm gonna build, is gonna be a removable skid. But yeah, just your typical good old Dodge, the older welding rig, but still running, still making money, trying to at least, except on today's adventure, she destroyed the injector, so we're waiting on those. Hooray. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the 2 tours. I mean, this one, removable skid coming soon for the bottles back there and everything else. And then we'll put the pipe racks and all that over here on this one. Those pipe racks over there. With that, ladies and gentlemen, y'all be safe, and we'll see y'all next time.